Getting out into the wilderness and enjoying bushcraft can be enjoyable, but there are some things that can go wrong if you don't know what you're doing. So I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about preparation, taking care of yourself when you're out in the wilderness, and especially in extreme winter conditions like this, where the temperature tonight is going to be about 10 to 12 below zero. You want to be prepared. Hunter and I are on another day hike here in the woods of Maine. It's February and today's bitter cold. It's 17 degrees, but there's a 15-mile-an-hour wind and the wind chill's down in the single digits. And so I've hiked into the woods here that are a little thicker to get out of the wind somewhat and enjoy the day. Here's a reason why you want to wear eye protection when you're walking in the woods. Look at the thorns in that tree. And each one of them is as sharp as a needle. For those of us that enjoy the wilderness and bushcrafting skills, going out can be an enjoyable time. But for those that don't know what they're doing and are unprepared, there are some serious problems that people oftentimes face. Today we're going to cover the 7 most common problems that people encounter in the woods. Number 1, blisters. I'm sure this comes as no surprise to those of you who have spent some time hiking and out and about in the wilderness. The most common reason for this is improper footwear. People usually buy hiking boots or new shoes and trek out into the woods without breaking them in, and that'll cause problems. Always break your new boots or your new shoes in by walking around town, walking around the yard, go on a short day hike, but make sure you get those shoes that you wear in the wilderness broken in very well to fit your feet. You also want to be very careful of fabric. Never wear cotton. Cotton holds 10 times its weight in water and causes blisters quicker than any other fabric that you can put against your feet and in between that foot and your boot or your shoe. Always opt for wool. Year-round, even in the summer, they make lightweight wool, and it's the best fabric for protecting your feet when you're out hiking and when you're out walking in the woods. Also, always carry some type of first aid kit for your feet. I carry this pack right here. It's called Blister Medic, and it's got everything that you need inside if you do encounter blisters or hot spots before blisters occur, to take preventative steps or to care for blisters once you have them and to continue on safely in the woods. Number 2, sunburn. Though not usually life-threatening, people underestimate the power of the sun. And sunburn, whether it's a mild sunburn or blisters or even sun poisoning, can be a problem when you're in the woods. So always carry a good SPF and take care of your skin when you're out in the woods. Number 3 is hypothermia. Hypothermia is the result of the body core temperature dropping under 95 degrees. And with 98.6 as the norm, it doesn't take long to get there. It's usually the result of not managing your clothes, getting wet or getting sweaty, and then cool temperatures or breezes can cause you to begin to move towards hypothermia. So always manage your clothes when you're in the woods. Slow down. Don't overheat. Make sure your clothes are dry. And take care of your clothes and make sure at nighttime that you're warm and dry and avoid hypothermia. Number 4 is dehydration. Always take plenty of liquids with you when you're going outside and going into the outdoors. You're going to need them. The rule of thumb is about every 30 minutes or so, hydrate your body. Don't wait until you're bone dry and thirsty before you hydrate. And if you're going on an extended trip, you're going to need to know where there are water sources where you can refill your water supply. Take care and hydrate frequently when you're outdoors. Number 5 is mechanical injuries. Most oftentimes it's an ankle that's been rolled or sprained, but people oftentimes even break bones and fall down. And so you need to be extremely cautious when you're in the woods as to how you're walking and where you're walking. Watch every step and slow down. You're not at the mall. There are things that can get you into trouble as you're walking along through the wilderness. And so be very cautious and take care. You don't want to have a mechanical injury when you're in the wilderness. know how to make a splint, know how to make crutches from resources that are in the woods. Mechanical injuries oftentimes have caused people to spend a night in the woods that they weren't planning on. Number 6 is simple wounds. There are many ways to cut and puncture yourself in the wilderness. Most commonly, it's the result of your own tools, your knife, your saw, your axe, and so be very cautious with those and know your safety. Always cut away from yourself. Never cut towards yourself. When you're using power strokes with those tools, be extremely cautious. Always with the saw, have your hand above the blade, never below it, and to the side. Stay away from those sharp teeth. They can cause shredding injuries to the skin that are difficult to repair. And make sure you have in your kit a first aid kit to deal with those problems should they arise. Number 7 is getting lost, and it happens to a lot of people. It's usually the result of not planning and being prepared. When you go into the woods for any reason, always let somebody know where you're going, let them know how long you're going to be gone, and when you plan on returning. And when you go into the woods, even on a simple day hike, make sure that you include in your pack some type of shelter system, some type of sleep system, some type of cook system, and some type of fire system. Always be prepared to spend the night in the woods and plan for the type of climate that you're going to be in. You don't want to be lost in the woods and unprepared. When you're out in the wilderness, don't wait until the sun is set to begin thinking about your fire. As you're walking along through the woods during the course of the day, if you come across a good resource for fire, stop and collect it then. One of my favorite ways to start fires in Maine is to utilize our birch trees. All of them have a natural oil in the bark that's wonderful for starting fires and accepts spark readily. And so as I was walking along today and came across this blowdown, I took my knife, which has a razor sharp edge on it, and I've shaved the bark off of that tree in real thin strips. And as you can see, I've collected all of that and kept it in that bag, and I'll use it a little bit later to start a fire. That keeps it nice and dry, and you can put it in your day pack and go along.